You find higher love,
Yeah.
and then everybody just slaps you down for it. I'll tell you what, there's a divine aspect about my relationship with Robyn.
Sister Wives fans are reeling after explosive reports that Kody Brown and Robyn have been arrested for allegedly embezzling property that belonged to Janelle and Meri. The scandal deepened when a court officially ordered Robyn Brown to serve prison time for blatantly ignoring legal orders, while Kody, for once, decided to comply with the ruling. But even as the legal dust settles, Robyn stood defiantly in the way, refusing to accept fault. Christine Brown, watching the chaos unfold, has reportedly warned Janelle and Meri not to even think about forgiveness, not after the betrayal they've endured. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Glow Gossips USA, where we bring you the most jaw-dropping updates from the Sister Wives universe. I hope you're safe and well by the grace of God. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss a single shocking update. Now, let's get into this drama, because this one is intense. In one of the most outrageous moments in recent Sister Wives history, Kody Brown blindsided tell-all host Sukanya Krishnan, known to fans as Suki, with a verbal slap so harsh it left the audience stunned. Viewers watched in disbelief as Suki, visibly shaken, tried to keep her composure, but many fans said they would have stormed off set. For more than 3 decades, Kody has been at the center of never-ending family drama, but lately, the tension has skyrocketed, especially between him and his ex-wives, Meri and Janelle, over property they all once dreamed of sharing. The roots of this feud go back to 2018, when Kody, along with Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, purchased 14 acres of prime Arizona land known as Coyote Pass. It was supposed to be their dream, a massive family compound where everyone would live together in harmony. But that dream crumbled fast. After Kody's relationships with Meri, Janelle, and Christine completely broke apart, the land became a symbol of betrayal. Christine, in a shocking move, sold her share to Kody for only $10, a deal that raised eyebrows everywhere. From there, the land dispute turned ugly. Kody divided the property in a way that heavily favored him and Robyn, giving them the lion's share while leaving Meri and Janelle with small, nearly useless parcels. Outraged, Meri and Janelle pushed back, demanding a fair split and even threatening legal action. By 2025, Kody was forced to agree to an equal division, but the damage to trust had already been done. Later that same year, Kody sold Coyote Pass for a staggering $5 million. The profits were split between Robyn, Meri, and Janelle according to their shares, but not without whispers of shady dealings. Around the same time, online sleuths noticed that Kody and Robyn had been spotted at the Las Vegas Sphere 3 times in just 3 months. While there's nothing inherently wrong with enjoying a night out, fans were furious. This was the same Kody who had complained he couldn't afford child support for his daughter with Christine. To them, it seemed like he had money for luxury outings, but not for his responsibilities. And it wasn't just the nights out. Fans pointed to Robyn's expensive hobbies, like collecting American Girl dolls, and her taste for high-end fashion. The couple was seen flaunting luxury accessories, Robyn with a David Yurman necklace and Tory Burch sandals, all while portraying themselves as financially strained. Then, in 2024, they made headlines again when they listed their lavish home, which they'd bought in August 2019 for $890,000. By November 2024, they had sold it for an eye-popping $775 million, walking away with a massive profit that they used to buy yet another dream home. But even all of that paled in comparison to the storm that broke during TLC's Season 19 Tell-All. For years, Kody had clung to his slogan that love should be multiplied. But when Suki pressed him on what happened to that vision, instead of answering with honesty, Kody deflected, turned defensive, and began directing his fury straight at her. His words were sharp, cutting, and loaded with hostility. Viewers could see Suki trying to remain professional, but her discomfort was visible. As the interview went on, Kody's temper escalated. At one point, he interrupted Suki mid-question, talking over her with raised volume and clear contempt. His delivery, laced with rudeness, profanity, and mocking tones, had fans calling for someone to literally wash his mouth out with soap. He even bragged about shooting double birds at people, essentially admitting to flipping them off without hesitation. It was raw, unfiltered anger, and it shocked even his most loyal viewers. By the time the segment reached its breaking point, Kody's shouting had replaced actual answers. Then came the final blow. Looking Suki dead in the eye, he declared, "I'm shutting you down." Fans were stunned into silence. Many interpreted it as the moment Kody realized he had run out of venom to spit, but the damage was already done. What should have been a powerful, insightful tell-all instead became a disturbing showcase of Kody's volatile behavior. And it left Sister Wives fans wondering if this man had learned anything from the years of chaos that brought his family to this point.
I will tell you, my relationship with him was very different than Christine and his. I never knew till later on that they were really struggling, but he and I never had.
If you've been watching Kody Brown lately, you might find yourself clutching the remote, tempted to mute him just to escape the endless rants. But the real shock this season isn't just Kody's antics. It's how the women who once stood by his side are now speaking out with unapologetic clarity. Meri Brown, in particular, has dropped a truth bomb that had fans gasping. In an exclusive Sister Wives preview for the upcoming one-on-one special, Meri made it crystal clear. She has no interest in being anything like Robyn Brown. Her words came as a fiery response to Kody's bold claim that he wanted all of his wives to feel the same love he has for Robyn. With a calm but cutting tone, Meri fired back, "We're all supposed to be Robyn? Sorry, I'm Meri. I'm not becoming Robyn. That's not right for him to even suggest." The comment aired during the May 25th Sister Wives special, after host Sukanya Krishnan reminded Meri about Kody's assertion that every wife should experience his so-called divine love with Robyn. But Meri, 53 and wiser than ever, stood her ground. "I'm going to be my own individual person. I don't want to be her." She didn't stop there. She revisited their painful 2022 breakup and admitted Kody had never truly accepted her, revealing that for more than a decade, he had kept her at arm's length. Janelle Brown didn't hold back either. She accused Kody of rewriting history to make himself look better. In her eyes, the truth was simple. Once Robyn joined the family, Kody stopped making any real effort to connect with his other wives. "Would have been nice if he communicated that back then," Janelle said with a pointed edge. "He never talked about that with me." The two women's candor cut through the smoke and mirrors that Kody has been hiding behind for years. Now, after Christine left in 2022, Kody has openly admitted that plural marriage is no longer for him. In a rare moment of honesty, he confessed to Robyn, "It's hard not to be bitter about the fact that I bought into it. In the end, I felt awful. I don't want to pursue another woman, not the headaches, the questions, the wondering about trust." For a man known to be defensive and dismissive, it was a startling admission. This vulnerability carried into a recent episode that left fans stunned, and Robyn noticeably absent. In what some are calling his most human moment in years, Kody sat down with his children and dropped his usual bravado. The raw exchange raised a burning question. Was it the devastating loss of his son that forced this change? Or has Robyn's constant presence been holding back his emotional growth all along? One scene in particular caught everyone's attention. On Valentine's Day, Kody recalled driving 8 hours to visit his daughter Aspen in Utah. Their conversation was tense but painfully honest. At one point, Aspen asked him point blank, "Why don't you like me?" Instead of deflecting, Kody took the hit, admitted his absence, and simply said he loved her. No excuses, no justifications. The visit, which included other adult children, was calm, heartfelt, and, perhaps most telling, completely free from Robyn's influence. But when news of this breakthrough reached Robyn, her alleged reaction stunned fans. Instead of celebrating his progress, she reportedly painted the visit as confrontational, even though she wasn't there. Longtime viewers weren't shocked. Robyn has a history of twisting situations to make Kody's other children look disloyal or difficult whenever they try to express their hurt. Many believe this latest behavior proves her influence has been quietly corrosive for years. Her controlling streak isn't new. From enforcing suffocating COVID rules that isolated Kody from his kids to demanding unquestioned loyalty, Robyn has often been seen as the wedge driving the family apart. And with Garrison's tragic passing casting a dark shadow over the season, many fans think this loss might be the only reason Kody is finally showing cracks in his armor. While one visit can't heal years of neglect, it was a rare and much-needed glimpse of a father willing to face his mistakes. Still, there's no denying it. Kody and Robyn are now outsiders. The red flags have been waving for years, but now they're impossible to miss. Once married to 4 women, Meri, Janelle, and Christine in the early 90s, then Robyn in 2010, Kody seemed smitten with his newest wife from day one. Meri, his only legal spouse at the time, even divorced him so he could marry Robyn and adopt her children. But instead of blending the family, his favoritism toward Robyn, especially during the pandemic, drove the original wives away. Christine walked in 2021, Janelle in 2022, and Meri in 2023. The last holdouts, Kody and Robyn, stayed in their Coyote Pass home until late 2024, a property they had bought for $820,000 back in 2018. In April 2025, they sold it for $1.5 million. For Meri and Janelle, the land had always been a sore spot, a reminder of being sidelined and excluded. Now, it's just another chapter in the long list of betrayals. By season 19, the pattern was undeniable. Kody had emotionally abandoned most of his family, pouring all his energy into Robyn and their 5 kids. His attempts to reconnect with anyone else were scarce, if they happened at all. Instead, he cast himself as the victim, lashing out with sarcasm and bitterness at his ex-wives, never acknowledging the damage he'd done. The most devastating blow came in March 2024 when Garrison, Kody, and Janelle's son tragically took his own life. At the time, the two were estranged, a heartbreaking reality that made the loss even heavier. Garrison's ashes were to be laid to rest in Wyoming next to his grandmother. Kody, Robyn, and 4 of their 5 children made the trip, stopping to sightsee in Kody, Wyoming before the burial. But then came the detail that left fans outraged. Reports surfaced that during their sightseeing, Garrison's ashes weren't even with them. Some claimed they'd been left in the car or unattended altogether. The revelation hit fans like a punch to the gut. A Reddit thread by user SlowProducts Shark7860 captured the fury, with viewers calling it one of the most disrespectful moments they'd ever seen from Kody and Robyn. For many, it was the final proof that their priorities have been deeply, irreparably warped.
Conversation because I don't know what church she's referring to and if she has something specific in mind.
Fans were left stunned and frankly disturbed when Kody and Robyn's behavior during Garrison's burial trip surfaced online. According to viewers, the couple's actions felt cold, unsettling, and deeply out of touch. Many were appalled that Kody didn't treat his late son's memory, or even his remains, with the care and reverence expected from a grieving father. Instead, the trip appeared to center on his grief, his story, his narrative, making the tragedy more about how he felt, rather than honoring Garrison. This self-focus only pushed Kody and Robyn further to the outskirts of the family, while the others came together in genuine shared mourning. For many, that trip confirmed what they had long suspected. Kody and Robyn are no longer part of the family's true heart. They've emotionally and socially cut themselves off. Now, with the Coyote Pass property finally sold, that separation is nearing completion. Janelle and Meri have each taken their share of the profit, severing any remaining financial ties to Kody. The only thing connecting them now are their children. And even there, Kody remains distant, detached, and largely uninvolved. Beneath the surface, he's clearly still bitter about being left behind by his first 3 wives. But here's the irony. The same man who once thrived under the plural marriage spotlight is now just another monogamist. And that diminished role is making him irrelevant to the very premise of sister wives. Viewers have shifted their interest toward the independent, vibrant lives of Meri, Janelle, and Christine. Kody has no one to blame but himself. His blatant favoritism, his cold handling of Garrison's death, and his relentless mistreatment of his wives have turned him into the villain of his own reality TV saga. Kody continues to present his marriage to Robyn as some epic love story, but cracks are starting to show. He's admitted he's not looking for new wives, not out of devotion to Robyn, but because he doesn't want the headaches, questions, and struggles of introducing someone new. Shockingly, he's even suggested that Robyn herself wouldn't approve if he did. That revelation shakes the fairy tale narrative to its core. If Robyn truly is his dream woman, why does their relationship seem filled with tension? Off-screen whispers paint an even stranger picture. Robyn has allegedly spent $70,000 on American Girl dolls, complete with custom outfits and make-believe boyfriends, modeled after the romantic hero she wishes Kody could be. If she views him as her real-life Disney prince, no wonder he feels pressure to deliver grand gestures, from buying her a David Yurman ring to moving her into a $1 million home. But these lavish moves may be more performance than passion. Maybe Kody loves Robyn, but not in the larger-than-life way he tries to sell. Even Robyn has admitted that Kody can be hard to live with and sometimes sabotages their relationship, a hint that their perfect marriage might be more fragile than fans were led to believe. While Kody wrestles with image and ego, Janelle has been forced to navigate unimaginable grief. The March 5th, 2024 suicide of her 25-year-old son Garrison, after years battling depression and anxiety, shattered her world. In a rare and deeply emotional Sister Wives episode, fans saw the family unite for Garrison's funeral. Amid the tears and heartbreak, one image stood above the rest. Christine quietly, steadfastly standing beside Janelle. Their friendship, forged long before leaving Kody, has only grown stronger, rooted in loyalty and mutual respect. Christine's silent support spoke volumes. She didn't rush to fill the air with empty words or smother Janelle with forced comfort. She simply stayed by her side, letting her weep, letting her break. It was a display of grace, maturity, and the kind of unconditional care Kody himself has rarely shown. Even in the shadow of devastating loss, the women of the Brown family are finding ways to heal and rebuild. While Kody and Robyn seem trapped in their own carefully curated bubble, drifting further away from the very family they once claimed to hold together,